All right, catching up on what's happening as we continue with more of the action. Opening day salvo ng ating Xavier Sucre Cup 2025. Benji Santiago, Coach Anton de los Reyes, Xavier School, Mowen Academy. Kanina yung 18 under ang kinover natin dito. Ngayon, ito ang 16 under division, Coach.
So it's again a battle between Xavier and Mowen. Pero 16 under nga, like what you said. And again, it's going to be a battle between a school-based team. And as usual, we always say this, na yung familiarity is going to be there for Xavier School. Para naman dito sa Mowen, a bit of a feeling out process. From Abu Dhabi, the UAE. Of course, you've got Coach Dennis and Coach Will coaching sa Mowen. And para naman sa Xavier School, Coach Ian. Again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome and always a pleasure working with the Benji Santiago.
The B.
The B.
Not the D.
The B.
Anyway, ito makikita naman natin dito ang Mowen Academy nga, no? So, we really were witness to the kind of a game that they could put up, sabi nga natin, even though they come from a far, far away place. Basketball is something that they have a lot of passion for, so it shows naman here as the early goings. We get a close one here. It's all tied up at 3. Ito naman yung Xavier, syempre home court.
Home court.
Parang home and away talaga yung dating yan. Home and away! And from really way, way away. Itong from United Arab Emirates na Mowen. So ito rin kaya ganun din. Yung big combination din of the players that they have here. Dito na rin na nakuha.
That would be, I would assume that that's something that they would be doing. Pero yung meron tayong nakitang player nasa 18 under pero naglalaro ngayon dito. That's Layman.
Okay. Si Layman nandito pa rin. Iba rin to.
Unless, unless kapatid. But
I think he's still the same guy.
It's the same guy.
Yeah, it is the same guy.
Could be the same, just
Layman naman daw siya, hindi naman siya lazy.
Okay.
So, it's just, it's still him, right?
Well, number 20 kasi nga siya kanina. I remember number 20 eh.
Dito
pero
27 naman siya.
So if we're going to look, kapatid to.
Kapatid.
Kasi yung isa, Kian. Ito, Ricardo Angelo Layman.
Okay.
Yan, para clear, para masabi rin natin sa mga kamag-anak niya, no? Yung isang 18 under, si Kian Eric. Ito si Ricardo Angelo Layman. Magkamukha eh.
I mean, what can we do, di ba? At least the whole realization, so they're two different people, pero they're related. They're brothers. Yan, di ba yung usually nakakita tayo ng mga pagkakataon kuminsan na they think it was Brad Pitt. Yung pala si Benji Santiago lang.
May ganun mga pagkakataon, no? Nagpapapicture sa'yo.
Okay. Yeah, we had our lunch. Okay na kami. So we go into our first timeout of the ball game here, and it's a 7-3 that we have on the scoreboard. This is a Bebang Halo-Halo timeout.
Off that timeout, you get a couple of points.
So Mowen Academy want to be left out. You got a 2-point game.
Mabilangan. So Coach Dennis and Coach Will helping each other out, making sure that this lead will not balloon for Xavier. That time Cheng knocking down a left corner three. And then controlling the boards, Rafael, after getting that three-pointer, doing his part on the defensive end. Quick offense. Short corner jumper. You've got Clores. It's a player to watch out for the 16-under squad of Xavier School.
It has already turned out to be the largest lead in this ball game, 12-5. Mowen will try to cut it down, but wait. They had to stop the action. The referee blowing his whistle. There's a foul here. And there are also substitutions on the part of itong paningan ng Xavier School. How about a three? Long and strong, getting an offensive rebound. So we have been talking about this guy. Ito si Lehman.
Yep.
Ricardo ito.
Ricardo. Yung isa yung kapatid niya, si Kian. Working the offensive glass after that three-pointer. Off the window for Ricardo Lehman.
And this is also basically their second game already. Para rito sa 16-under ng Mowen Academy. As they go up against Xavier School. 2.5 to play. 12-6 lamang pa rin ang Xavier School. Xavier, they have Cheng, Rafael Cheng, who's orchestrating. Oh, nice drive to the basket. Just couldn't find the hole. Great stop here para sa Mowen Academy.
And they need a lot more of those stops to be able to get back into this ball game. As you see that drive by Monghit. And kasama din yan kanina sa 18-under. Ito, sure tayo. Si Jam. Oo, sure tayo. It's the same one, number 1.
Samantala, this is Jordan Isaac Ying. He's going to be given 2 shots. Yeah, that's right. Had 9 points in an earlier ball game that they had, also coming down 2 rebounds. And keeping Xavier School still up here in the first period. 92 seconds to play.
Drive, Marcelo, no stopping him on that one. Nakabuelo. Goes inside, down the middle, straight down the pipe.
Another take one na naman pala. Take one light. Marcelo.
I guess that name Daquan, like what you said, isn't as unique as what we thought, or what I thought, rather.
How about that banking shot? And the double teaming defense, no problem for Daquan. Marcelo.
Still the same one. Day 1 yata, yung Daquan talagang unstoppable.
7-point advantage para sa Xavier. And natin dito ang Mowen Academy. And that time around, ito naman si Monghit missing the 3. Here comes Xavier. Higher percentage, going for the layup.
You gotta get back in transition. I know you missed the shot, but you can't be lazy.
Ayun naman si Ricardo Lehman.
Laying it up. Paano ba namang hindi gagawa si Daquan yung first game? 27 points.
Oh my God.
My goodness.
So meron pa natitira pala. Plenty to spare.
37 minutes of action.
Another 7-point advantage. Referee's whistle halts play here. 46 seconds here in the first.
Be a reaching on Monghit.
Well, advice lang natin for those who are watching our live stream coverage, don't miss out on any of the action. This is just day one, but of course it's also going to tell you what's the things that you could expect in the next game days, as we just ended the first 10 minutes of play here. And Xavier School trying to establish that they own this court. Basically. Home court advantage, pero itong Mowen Academy, well, who knows? Basketball, sabi nila, bilog ang bola, anything could still happen. So we'll see how it turns out when we get into the second quarter of action. We're still in the first half, 19-12, Xavier School. For sure, there's going to be a lot of adjustments that we can see here. They talked about it. Of course, in between quarters. Welcome to the second period. Benji Santiago, Coach Anton de los Reyes, and Mowen Academy. Mongit floats it up, can't drop that shot. And here comes Xavier as they enjoy the 7-point lead. Coast to coast on that move.
Was Tyree Stang, the son of Coach T.Y. Tang. Imagine mo, he plays a 14 under, but he's here as a 16 under. Just shows you the skill level that this young man has. But during that first quarter, Xavier School shooting an efficient 50%, executing familiarity at its finest para naman dito sa Mowen Basketball Academy. 4 out of 16, 25%. Still trying to get used to the court here, and of course against Xavier.
GR Realty Development move of the game. Tyrese Tang at the line to shoot the bonus. Instantly making an impact as soon as he checks in. Teka muna, lane violation yata yan. Oh.
Should be a lane violation.
Kaya nga,
pagtira niya.
He's trying to get his own miss. Okay.
Pasok siya kagad, di pa tumama sa ring. If you look at Tyrese Tang, and this is something that I've noticed while I cover him, pag dumadrive yan, he always finishes with his right. But when he jump shoots, he's really a lefty. Pero gusto niya tumatapos. And tinanong ko nga siya about that, and he said it's just second nature to him. I guess it's something that he's just gotten used to finish with his offhand.
Oh, we've seen other players even back in the pros. Diba kung talagang tutusin eh. Like, take a look at Aaron Black. Every time he floats up a shot, he uses his right hand. Diba? Pero he's a lefty, diba?
And then meron nga yung mga player, pinag-usapan natin, left-handed magsulat, pero pag shumut, kanan. Diba? LeBron James, one of them. And if I'm to mention, Coach Atoy ko, the fortune cookie, lefty yan. Pag magsusulat.
Pero pag naglalaro, ano?
Kanan.
Baliktad naman sila ni Alan Kaidig. Just right-handed. Pero when he plays basketball, he uses his left hand. Oh my goodness. The mystery of it all for some of these very, very interesting and special skilled players that we have witnessed.
The greats. Yun nga yung hinahanap mo eh. The next Alan Kaidik, the next Renren Ritualo.
Yeah, those guys.
Those type of shooters, yep.
Talagang tutuusin natin eh. If we're gonna be going international, I mean, meron nga tayong mga supplement, pero kahit papano, may supplement din yung mga kalaban eh. Parang it works for them. Mas malalaki sila. So we need somebody who could actually shoot the lights out. Tsaka masarap panoorin eh, yung mga shooters. Diba, when you come to watch basketball, I don't think a lot of people are actually entertained when it comes to defense, diba? Pero teka, as we take a look at that sequence right there, and ayaw nabitin ako.
Nabitin ka. That was Yui Vergara who were trying to show you who hit that right corner three.
That's why a lot of people are entertained when they see, di ba, shooting the lights out and to say Steph Curry, yung mga night-night, di ba? Masarap panoorin yung mga shooters eh. You don't watch basketball to take a look at the defense of both teams. Dahil wala nakakashoot doon. That's boring.
At the end of the day, it's putting points on the board. That's what the sport is.
Yun talaga yung object ng sport. Shoot as many as you can. And at the end, kung sino lamang, yun ang panalo. Ganun lang naman yun eh. 24-12 right now. And the gap is getting wider here, favoring itong Xavier School as Mowen throwing another opportunity away to even get closer.
Bit too strong on that outlet pass by Marcelo. Daquan Light, Marcelo.
Floater
Again.
coming up short.
Tyree Stan with that right-handed floater inside.
Oh!
Rafa Cheng saying wala naman daw foul. Umikot lang daw. Eh, natumba mag-isa.
Mowen Academy. Long hit. Well, inbound. Cham, Marion, long hit.
Ricardo Lehman's going to get called for that traveling violation. The defense being shown by Xavier.
Those turnovers are really bummers here para sa panig ng Mowen Basketball Academy. They have 7 against only 2 against Xavier. Halfway here sa ating second period. Mowen Academy, let's see if they can manage to come up with another basket. They're down by 11. Could drop the shot. Hustle play. Let's give it another try. Another offensive rebound. Enough is enough, sabi ng Xavier. Kami naman. Let's shoot the 3. Couldn't drop it. And ball going out.
So a couple attempts for Mowen Basketball Academy not dropping or not going for them on those offensive tries. Quick attempt for Xavier as well. But unable to hit that three-pointer.
Mahirap-hirap yung gustong gawin ni Lehman that time around.
Third time's the charm. Para dito.
Pero alam mo, ang malupit doon, nakakapagod yun. Look at this expression. It's not even a sigh of relief. Diba? It's basically trying to let it all out, the exhaustion. Yeah, I managed to come up with a basket. Pero how many times do I have to make an attempt? Teka muna. Okay, let the other guys do their thing also para rito sa Mowen. Mabilangan, ha?
With a finish. And those are the quality attempts that you want to get from Mowen Basketball Academy. You want to push the pace, and they've closed the gap. As you see this move, sidestep, eluding the defense.
So mabilangan. While playing their second game, and in the earlier game that they had 13 points. He just got himself on the board here, and we still have over 3 minutes to play here in the first half.
Try to inch closer itong Mowen Basketball Academy.
Again.
Daquan, Marcelo doing the damage, 9.7 rebounds for him.
And cutting down the deficit to only 5. Uh-oh, that's traveling.
Yeah.
So turnover. Ito naman, nagpapile up din man ng turnovers para rito sa Xavier, and that's their third. Although may 7, itong panig ng Mowen Academy. 2.5 to play. Mowen trying to close in. They're within 5. And at that time, good defensive stop put up by Xavier.
That's Jordan Yang with that block up top.
May counter steal. Itong panig ng Mowen. Pick counter then. And Xavier, and using his left hand that time around, able to score.
Rafa Cheng with the finish. Not only is he adept on shooting that rock from the outside, can also drive inside.
Rafa Cheng in an earlier game had 13 points. He's got 5 right now. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half.
There's a halt in the action. Not really sure what happened. Play on.
Well, up and down basketball,
Yeah.
that's what we're seeing here. Mong hit the extra steps, turning it over. Turnover number 8 on Mowen Academy.
It's the defense of Xavier for you. Holding down Jan Monghit, staying in front of him and forcing him to turn that ball over.
Up by 7. It was larger than 11 earlier, and then
Unforced.
one turnover after the other.
It was Jordan Yang trying to go to Flores.
Too much pressure in the backcourt for Xavier. And that will result into their 4th team foul. Oh, magagawan ba ng paraan? Well, he gave it a try. Jam Mong hit. Instead, he'll be awarded 2 shots.
Trying to force the action, talking about Monghit splits the middle. Getting a foul in the process.
And his first 2 points in the ball game. 5 points. As they're still up here at Xavier School.
You know what's surprising for me for Mowen basketball? They're not pressing. They're not trying to get those balls, those turnovers off of a full court press or that pressure. They're content with that half-court set, that half-court defense.
Hindi naman siguro they're trying to challenge itong panig ng Xavier School. Can we see your outside shooting here? Mong hit is going back to the line for 2 more shots.
Quick attack by Monghit, and again, seems to be his friend itong free throw area. Lagi niyang binibisita eh. Good on the first for Monghit. 2 points, 2 rebounds.
Oh,
That's a smart play. Smart play as Violenta.
Yeah, that's right. His name is spelled Y-R-O-N. Do you read that as Aaron or Iron? Look at this.
It was Lamayan with that bucket after cutting inside, but
Layman, ha? Layman.
Layman, yeah.
May timeout tayo on the floor right now. This all brought to us by Bebang Halo Halo. Action continues. 33 seconds to play here in the first half. A quick basket here para sa panig ng Mowen Academy.
It's the same attempt, only a bit further for Ricardo Lehman.
Yep. Just a three-point game. Chinagari nito ng Mowen Academy, especially here in the second period.
Xavier School up by 12 earlier. So, yan nga, trinabaho nila. Ito yung gusto ko yung hindi nyo minamadali. Second quarter pa lang, hindi kayo nagtatapon ng 3 points. But third, fourth, pwede pa. Sige, pero yung ganyan, second quarter, you can chip away point by point.
And just when you said that, naipamigay ka agad yung bola. Pero, we end the first half. And just like that, nakabalik naman itong panig ng Mowen Academy to keep this game as close. Well, they were threatened, and it was nearly the whole intention of a blowout was right in the minds of Xavier School here in the second quarter. But all of a sudden, Mowen Academy finding some renewed strength and energy. Lehman delivered, Mong hit was also very active, and just like that, great team effort. 26-23. Xavier School is still on top. Action resumes, and we are already in the second half of this game going between Xavier School and Mowen Academy. 16 under. Xavier, nice backdoor play.
That was Tristan Flores with that cut underneath at the baseline. Good find. And during that first quarter, we saw Xavier School at the beginning imposing yung kanilang familiarity and the way that they've gotten used to playing here and playing with each other. At lumamang nga sila doon by as much as 12 points. We talked about it. But slowly but surely, chipping at that lead. Itong Mowen Academy did not panic, did not rush things. Took it a couple of points at a time. Getting contributions from, of course, Daquan, Marcelo, Ricardo Lehman, and Mabilangan para naman sa side ng Xavier. Yui Vergara with 10 points. Rafa Cheng with 5 and Jordan Yang with 5 points as well to keep or to give this lead and retain it for Xavier School.
Mowen Academy, they're down by 4. Look at a swarming defense of Xavier, but it results in a tap out. So stays para rito sa Mowen. 14 on the shot clock. Tried a quick play, pero tumama sa gilid ng board. And here comes Xavier. The separation, the banking shot. Nicely done right there by Ying.
You see the speed and the way they get down on transition, talking about the Xavier squad, and the separation that Jordan Yang, individual skills in full display.
And then Mowen Academy unable to get another basket. Here comes Jordan Yang trying to go back to back. How about the three-pointer na lang? Oh! Talk about the effort of Tyrese Tang. Presence of mind, huh?
Siya na lang daw. Kasi that fast break, we saw it. He gave it up to Jordan, missed that shot, gave it up again to Tristan, missed that shot, got that offensive rebound. You saw it there, and the putback, and one opportunity for Tyrese Tang.
6 points, just could not complete the three-point play, but they are up by 8.
So speaking of Tyrese Tang,
go pa, oh. At that time, Ricardo Lehman, that's enough. Getting that rebound. And too much pressure. Ngayon ko minsan hindi ka kasi nakashoot. So it's like a frustration foul that turned out here. Tyrese Tang.
you want to get that ball back right away.
Right away, oo.
Bawi. Kumbaga, bawi ka agad. Those are the things that you learn when you're young. Like what we talked about, Tyrese Tang, no? 14 years old. 14 and under yan naglalaro. Dito sa 16 siya ngayon.
Well, he's got that size, huh?
He does, actually. We talked about it. Nila Coach T.Y. Tang, his dad.
Siguro yung siniisip ni T.Y. Bakit wala yung vitamins na yun na binibigay kay Tyrese nung araw?
Meron naman Cherryford, diba? Cherryford.
Pero mas improved na yata ngayon
Yun. Cherryford 2.0.
32-25, Mowen Academy still making the necessary effort. But they need to. It's Ricardo Lehman getting 2 shots to go down for him. They're still very much in the game. 6 points lang. Itong inaalagaan naman ng Xavier School. They're communicating, they're talking to each other. Those outside shots not really clicking for these two teams. Actually, may tatlo ang Xavier. At wala nga ang Mowen Academy, 0 of 5 from three-point country. Yung malapit, di pa rin magawa ng paraan. And the battle for the loose ball. Referee's whistle, halting play. Si Violenta.
Si Patton.
Oo, Patton.
Patton. Pat. Later on, we're going to be able to ask, of course, the coaching staff and his teammates kung anong tawag nila.
Anong nickname niya, no?
Ni Patton.
Parang Iron Patton. Parang ganun yung
Or
pangalan
Iron
niya.
or Y.
Kasi Y-R-O-N. Iron Patton. Tapos tinanong mo, nickname. Anong nickname mo? Noy. Ganun lang pala.
Boy.
Okay, boy. 32-26. I mean, I just would like to commend all of these parents. Talaga, syempre, excited about their kids and trying to name them, di ba? During that period of time. They could have asked a lot of friends, a lot of people, relatives, the nice suggestion. And even they themselves, they wanted the name of their kids to be so unique. So unique that at least a lot of people would still remember it. Dahil parang ikaw lang may ganun na pangalan. Diba?
We've had that conversation pangalan nito, pangalan mo.
Diba? And what your name could mean.
Ano yung nickname.
That's right. 35-26 para sa Xavier School. I don't know if they ran out of steam already. Itong Mowen Academy, well, they just have to give it a go. They have the numbers, but can't find a hole.
It was Mabilangan who missed that floater on that fast break attempt.
Nice pitch, pero nakabalik agad ang depensa ng Xavier.
That's Daquan Marcelo against Tyree Stang. That's a good matchup. A couple of marquee players.
This is the Laco Plastic three-point shot of the game.
Rafa Cheng ringing the bell from the left corner. Umatras pa siya dun. Hinahanap niya yung three-pointer.
Pero itong Mowen, wala pa silang ganun. Ha? Wala pa silang three-point shot that has been made. Pero ito, a three-point play in the offing.
Ganun naman daw. Wala man kaming three-point shot. Meron tayong three-point play. This is Jam Mong hit. Attacking the basket. Going hard with the finish.
Sometimes it's all a matter of consistency, not just surprising your opponents with some magical shots, impactful points.
It may not be the game of Mowen Basketball Academy, the three-point game.
Maybe.
They're more of a inside game because they have Ricardo Lehman there, and then they have Monghit who attacks the basket.
Kanina nga, tinitingnan mo pa the way they would defend. Ano?
Yep.
They do not pressure their opponents sa backcourt, diba? They don't do that. Para nakaabang lang sila. Zona tayo. Sige. Tingnan natin. Ooh, they won't give him the basket.
They're saying it's downstairs.
Oh, si Daquan Marcelo. Well, that could have been big. Pero instead, since nasa penalty itong Xavier, he'll be given 2 shots.
I think Tristan D was the one called for that foul. He was trying to plead his case sa ating official. Sabi niya, hindi naman daw tumama.
Pero si Daquan, as he missed on his first, that's why talagang he was begging for the call to favor them and end one play. And he just got one.
Tangled up Ricardo Lehman and Lucas Liam Wee.
Five-point game here. Ito namang Mowen Academy, that's only their second team foul. With still 3 minutes to play here in the third.
Doing a good job keeping their fouls in check in the Mowen Academy.
Halfway down to that three-pointer. Nevertheless, a second chance opportunity to score.
There's Jordan Yang on that offensive rebound and put back.
And then play broken up the other end of the floor. And all of a sudden, he just showed up right there. Of course, we're talking about Tristan D. Preventing a fast break para rin sa panig ng Mowen Academy.
There's a 14 under netong Xavier School. There's a player, ang last name Coyuto.
Oh, yeah.
I always wonder if it's the son of
Malamang,
Den.
malamang, di ba?
Si Prudencio na sinabi niya, huwag na Prudencio, Den na lang.
Den, oh. Well, hindi nalalayo yun mga ganun
Hindi malayong siya.
Yes,
Anak ni Den niya.
Den, Coyuto, yeah.
Masyadong mabilis lang yung action sa kino-cover ko na liga na yun. Kaya hindi ko nalalapitan or natatanong if you're the son, the dad, or the son, sorry. If your dad is Den Coyuto.
We have seen plenty of those chances actually,
Yep.
na nakikita natin. Kino-cover mo na yung tatay, kino-cover mo pa yung anak.
Kanina,
That's
Rambert,
right.
diba?
Diba?
You saw Robert
Si Lagar. Oh.
Lagar. Roberto Lagar, rather.
This has turned out to be another good quarter para sa panig ng Xavier School with just over a minute remaining and they're up double figures.
Coach Ian Mazo giving out instructions to his players.
Approaching the final minute here in the third. How about a three-pointer? Still could not find their target when it comes to shooting from the outside. Oh,
Coaching staff not
Mowen.
happy.
Oh,
So gonna get teed up for that one.
and sometimes you just have to recognize pwede rin yung mga coaches, they could actually just fire up their boys. Kanina, dikit lang ito eh. And then
Yep.
lumalayo na naman itong panig na Xavier School.
And they want to be able to step on the gas, and that's one way of doing it. Firing up. You see the coaching staff or the assistant coach ng Xavier School.
So let's try to find out what's going to happen next.
Would be a technical free throw because technical nga. Technical siya eh. One of the assistant coaches of Xavier School.
Kaya nga, to consider that they have this 10-point lead.
Eh, gusto nga itodo. Todo na natin to.
This is a tactical free throw. And nagawa naman ng paraan. And that was, of course, si Juan Marcelo. So single-digit deficit here para sa Mowen Academy. Wala nang isang minuto itong ating third quarter, but there's still, of course, the fourth that's coming up.
Trying to knock down his third three-pointer was Rafa Cheng. In and out.
They steal. Xavier. Teka muna. I think they'll nullify that basket.
It's a dribbling violation.
Oo nga. Na-excite masyado.
Si Tristan D. Let's end one. Or should be, no, kala ko pito, pero sa kabilang court pala.
Tristan D with his first basket and of course the jubilation of the part of his teammates on the bench.
And nakita mo, after getting that technical, look at how fired up they are talking about Xavier School. Talagi, style ng mga coach.
Juan, double-double na pala to, ha? 11 and 11.
Missing on the front end of a couple of free throws. Here comes Juan.
For our naming rights sponsor, for our gold sponsors,
Still 17 seconds to play here in the third. 12 points, 11 rebounds for Juan Marcelo. Back to another 10-point lead para sa Xavier School. They could go for the last shot here. Let's see how patient they can get. Pero they go for the three. Jordan Yang with that miss. Play broken up as we end the third period here. So sometimes mixed emotions. You might have the lead, but you're still trying to fire up your players. As in the case of Xavier, they were called for a technical. Nevertheless, they truly was able to get back on the kind of energy level that they want to have to go for a killer of a finish when we get into the final 10 minutes of this ball game. Mowen Academy, they just keep on going. Far from over. Anything can still happen. And that's what we're all here looking forward to see. And wait just a little while, yung ating final 10 minutes of the game. 10 points. Of course, the whole intention here is to bring it up some more. They're doing their thing on defense. Itong Xavier School, Benji Santiago, Coach Anton de los Reyes. Parang wala rin kapaguran itong 16 under na team. Xavier School.
Tuloy-tuloy lang. Walang tigil. Talking about the 16
Tsaka defend your home
team
court
of,
eh, no?
yep. Coach Ian.
Defend your home court. So we've seen the likes of players who can deliver for them. And just like that, yep.
Offensive board for Tristan Flores off that miss of Rafa Cheng. Almost a steal by Flores as well. No doubt fired up after getting that offensive board and put back.
Ito nga, kaagaw pa.
Kala ko kapos pa yung layup.
Tyrese.
Sasabihin ko sana, hindi kasi kanan yung ginamit, kaliwa. But that ball trickles in for Tyrese.
8 points, 6 rebounds for Tyrese Tang. Now the lead is up 14 already para sa Xavier. Their largest here in this ball game. And the pressure continues. Monghit lost it. This kind of pressure defense creating turnovers sa panig ng Mowen Academy.
Mid-air collision.
no?
It's a mid-air collision between Rion C and Ricardo Lamayan.
Layman.
Or Layman, sorry.
Upo muna si Layman. Nakakapagod na rin siguro, no? I mean, he's one of their big guys and he's trying to defend also big guys from the other teams.
That's gonna take a toll on you, obviously, even if
Totoo yan.
you are young. Yung banggaan, yung talon, yung rebound, the box out.
Talk about aggressiveness that results in a basket pa para sa Xavier and increasing their lead up 17. Wow, hindi man lang maitawid na yung bola. Scoring at will na ngayon ang Xavier School here in the fourth.
That's Tristan Flores with that steal and then the finish.
(51-32). Paano maitawid yung bola na yan?
That's a timeout.
Akala ko basa sa kabilang court.
The same. That's the same thing I thought. Pero timeout daw pala.
And this is a bebang halo-halo timeout. Okay, timeout has been called here. Nahihirapan itong Mowen Academy. Nako, ito na naman. Ball taken out of their hands. And that basket counts. And it doesn't end there because there's still a bonus free throw to be taken here by Xavier.
Jordan Yang with that steal and then the finish, absorbing the contact. You're going to see it here, picking up that leather and then finishing.
That's coming off a timeout, ano?
Yep.
And now a three-point play pa ng kalaban.
Baga, ang utos sa inyo ni Coach Dennis, ni Coach Will, how to break that press and you're unable to execute that. Instead, you get a turnover. Parang aray yun eh. Para sa coaching staff.
Again, di pa rin maitawid. Ball up. Mowen. Gosh! Parang ang ilap ng bola sa kanila. Look at this!
Finally,
Xavier.
completing that steal for
I
Xavier.
know. Parang bawal nilang pahawakin ng bola itong Mowen Academy. They still have it. Okay. It's going to be a loose ball foul here. Called against Xavier. And Tyrese Tang is even claiming, ako na nga yung tinamaan, ako pa foul.
But how many possessions was that? That was 3 possessions for Xavier to try and get a basket. Ending with that rebound by Daquan Marcelo.
It's like Xavier has just put up a wall right there in the middle of the court.
Di mo pwedeng itawid.
Kaya,
Utos ni Coach Ian.
still that same kind of problem continues for Mowen Academy. How do you go to the other side of the court?
That's just the pressure. Earlier nung first half, di natin nakita yung full court press. Pero nung third quarter, towards the end, after getting that 10-point lead, ito na. Tinodo na nila, Benji, 22 points.
Not only that, pinatawid ka nga, pinalapit ka sa basket. Pero
you turn the ball over.
Yes.
Still turn the ball over.
Parang by the time you try to recover the loose ball, pagod ka na. And you cannot think straight anymore. Okay, that's the question again. May tatawid ba? Naitawid. And they managed to get a basket, but how many chances have you got to be able to do those kind of things against Xavier?
That drive by Sam Mabilangan. Hang time move and then the finish. The bump, the whistle, and the foul. Pwede mo mapagpalitan si Samuel Mabilangan at saka si Daquan Marcelo. Somewhat from a distance, kala mo magkapareho sila or it's the same person. Mas maliit lang or just a bit shorter itong si Sam Mabilangan.
(54-35) still in favor of Xavier School. Aba, teka muna ha.
That's a good move. Head and shoulder fake by Daquan. And then the bump and then getting that finish.
So kanina Mabilangan, ngayon Marcelo naman. Oh! Yun lang. Xavier also.
With an answer.
Yep. Great presence of mind at that play. Put it up. You heard the whistle. Now it counts and you're rewarded. This bonus free throw.
Just too strong itong si Jordan Yang.
It's Daquan going straight for the layup.
16 and 13.
Anyari?
Maybe a technical for taunting. Yeah. It's technical for taunting for Daquan. After making that basket, pagtaan niya dun sa bench ng Xavier.
Kalimutan ba niya? Home court ito? Dayo ka lang dito. I mean, for this age, di ba, ganyan yun. Usually, dayo ka lang dito.
Youthful exuberance. Let's just chalk it up to that.
Yeah, better way of putting it.
Youthful exuberance.
57-39. Xavier School. Let's see, one last-ditch effort, most probably. If we can wait here to happen para sa paningan ng Mowen Academy, pero it's not going to help their cause if they're just going to be turning that ball over.
Sam Mabilangan trying to step on the gas and get up to their front court, up to speed, trying to beat that trapping defense.
Tapos balik pa si Tyrese Tang. 3.5
Pati si Tristan Flores, babalik din. So, Jordan Yang, is he in the ball game? Kasi pag
Tapusin na,
nandun,
tapusin na. Ganun na yun.
three-headed monster
Kaya nga,
nila.
kaya nga. Mainit na ulo nyo.
Relax, relax. Nakita naman ng ating officials yan.
Si Jam Mongit.
Oh.
Well, ano na yan eh. It's beginning to take its toll, yung kanilang frustration. And there goes another basket para sa Xavier. And look at this. They're still pressuring. Itong, well, okay, nakalusot naman.
It's a good break press that
Kaya nga.
time. Resulting in a bucket para dito kay Violenta, kay Patton.
Well, just this amount of time, 2.5. Seems like they're going to be cruising to a win here at ang Xavier School here in the 16 and under. And para naman dito sa Mowen Academy, of course, the distance from you know, playing here from Abu Dhabi, diba? I'm sure there's going to be that feeling of being homesick and everything. Pero they're also, I bet you, they're also enjoying their stay here.
Yun.
Dito pa sa Manila.
And plus, pretty much, you get to see your relatives, you know,
Yeah,
your
that's right.
family that are here. You get to visit. Yun naman actually one of the highlights of this experience, obviously.
Stan gave it a try, kanina, from that outside shot. No, here he is, actually, going for the reverse.
Putting his defender on a blender on that baseline, going to the other side of the ring.
Umbro, last 2 minutes. So this ball game is almost done here. Pero ganito naman kasi, you know, even if you have this lead, sa dami, umpisa pa lang ito eh. You want to be able to have the consistency and keep the fire in the eyes of this team to try to get some more wins.
And we always say that, no, there's always going to be a carryover. There's always going to be in that next game,
Kaya nga eh.
whatever habit or whatever momentum you've gotten from the previous game, it's going to carry over, and that's just going to do you good.
Everything has got to be automatic. You handle responsibility. It's a very young age. And well, we'll see. Andito pala eh. Daddy, mommy.
Mom and dad. May lokohan nga sila niyan eh. Yung talent daw nakuha sa mom. Yun yung sabi. Buti na lang daw nagmana sa mommy. Yun ang sinasabi ni Tyrese, of course, the dad, Coach T.Y. Tang.
Ayos din eh.
Sa mom daw nakuha talaga yung talent.
Okay. We'll give them that. Sariling pamilya nila yan eh.
Such a funny
It's nice.
family.
Ito nga yun eh. Kumbaga, Sunday family day. And they're really making the most out of it. Diba? 89 seconds here. And they're going to be happy with the result here, especially for Tyrese Sang and the rest of Xavier. 65-44 lead here that they have. For Mowen Academy naman, they're going to be taking a look at this as something that could, you know, challenge them into their next game.
A traveling violation, so the ball's going to go back to the side of
Mowen Academy.
And that is correct. No, it is going to be a challenge. That's how you're supposed to look at it. You have to get better. You want to get better. And these are the types of teams that you're going to be competing with. So you have to up your game. Take it as a challenge.
Final minute of this ball game. Well, those kind of pressure defense that we have seen here, it worked pretty well para rito sa paningan ng Xavier. They lead by this much, 21 points. 65-44. There's was called for the foul.
On that drive by Ricardo Lehman. The younger Lehman.
The younger, but yeah, all
The
18
older,
kanina,
yeah.
no?
The older is Kian Lehman. Wears the jersey number 20. Kaya ano ko napaisip talaga ako, chinek ko wait lang. Parang iba yung number ni nung Lehman sa 18 under. Number 20 yun eh.
This is
Turns
what
out.
we're so glad about, with the way we do our work here. We get to see and discover, even for ourselves, and introduce them to you, basketball fans. Ito yung mga players. The future looks bright somehow, as with regards to Philippine basketball. And for this matter, we're also seeing this great opportunity. Who knows, diba? The next great player could be playing right here and trying to improve his skill. Mga teenagers, diba?
Teenagers, 16. Ito nga, 16 under. Kanina, 18 under. So, talagang teens.
Oo nga. How lucky can they get? Buti ngayon may live stream na. Nung araw na naglalaro si Coach Anton. Si Coach Anton.
Handicam nga yung tawag dati eh. Minsan hindi na dinadala ng dad ko dahil mabigat yun eh.
Oh, malulubat na.
Oo, ang laki ng baterya.
65-46. Not exactly that over yet, pero of course, siyempre, yung mga final reminders of the coaches to their players before this ball game ends.
They just let the shot clock run out, talking about itong Xavier School. So the ball's gonna go back to Mowen Basketball Academy. And,
okay, so no timeout here na. And that's going to be it. Mowen gave it a try for the last shot of the game. 65-46, more of a convincing way of coming up with this W for Xavier, especially when it starts to happen for them in the second half. That's where they put up the pressure. Kumbaga, bawal tumawid. Bawal
nakamamatay.
tumawid.
Nakamamatay. Yung ano dyan eh. Importante. You're right. During that second quarter, third quarter, di ba, towards the end,
di ba?
they started to put that pressure. They were down by, or they were up by just 9 points.
That made a whole lot of difference, which favored nga itong victory. 65-46 para rito sa panig ng Xavier School. Defend your home court, as they say, successful at that indeed. And of course, we're still on the lookout for a player who really did his thing on the court for this particular game, Coach.
Getting inside, showing us his strength, flexing his muscles. You see that. Our PC Express best player of the game, that's none other than Jordan Yang, 17 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Congratulations, Jordan Isaac Yang.
You want more? Obviously, we still have more for you. Oh, San Antonio. JA Hoops. It's going to be next in our schedule.